What's up, guys? My name is Andres. This is the Strong Family Money Show. Thanks for stopping by again. On the show, we help dads take care of and improve their fitness, their finances, and their families. Let's get right into it. I have four more tips for you today. First is for the first time home buyer. A lot of people get caught up with what they can afford. Down payment really slows everything down for a lot of people. A lot of people don't have the finances to rack up the 20% traditional down payment. But I'm gonna tell you, there's one vehicle out there, one loan type that you can look into where that requires a little less money down, and well, it's more than a little less. So if you look up an FHA loan, so an FHA loan is for like first time home buyers. It requires 3%, 3.5% down payment. There are criteria for the home. There are criteria for the borrower, but it's a good way for someone who does not have a full 20% down payment. There are pros and cons for having 20%. There are pros and cons for not putting 20%. If you want to get in the home, if you're in good, financial standing, if you have some money saved, if you find the right property, you can use an FHA loan to get you into that home for 3.5% down. So, ask your mortgage professional, do I qualify? So here, I'm a real estate agent here in Ventura County. I looked at the 2020 FHA maximum for income is 194K a year. It may change when you see this video. It may be different for it actually different per county. So go visit your mortgage professional to know exactly what the regulations are in your area. So it has to be your primary residence. You can't do this for investment properties. So it must be your primary residence. The property must fit certain criteria. Like it can't be. So a majority of investment properties are homes that require a lot of work, and that's why they are a deal for the investor, because then the investor does the work and they make money that way. But for like an FHA loan and loans in general, but the FHA loan, they have to go and look at the property and say, it has to be in livable condition when you move in. So you can't get a deal on the home because it needs a lot of work. The home must be, move in, quote unquote, move in ready when you take possession of it. So it must be a single family home. Single family is a broad term. It can be condo, townhome, single family residence. Manufactured homes are okay, and there's a maximum for the entire plot of land that. So you can't get like an FHA loan for 30 acres of property and it has a home on it. I mean, there's at least like I said, in Ventura County, a 5-acre maximum for the entire plot of land for the FHA loan to be a feasible loan type for someone who wants to put less than 20% down. So there you go. Go look. I'll put a link in the description directly to the Cal FHA website. Again, because I'm a Ventura County real estate agent. Click on it. It has documents you can download. It gives you more information on the loan type. But FHA loan, 3.5% down. The borrower and the property must meet certain criteria. So if you're looking to buy a home and don't have full 20%, but are someone who really wants a home and can afford one, that's a good way to go about that. Investing tip: if you're a new investor, if you're thinking about getting into real estate investing, and you can actually probably say this for investing in anything in general, do not skip the education phase of the process. You do not want to don't jump in. I do a lot of things jumping in with both feet. This is not one of the things you want to do that on. You do not want to learn as you go. There are things that you will learn along the way, but you want to really take some time, 6 months, a year, to read books. There are lots of books on Amazon. There are lots of books. I have a bookshelf behind me full of books on different types of investment processes and how to invest in things. Read books, go online, read lots of blogs. You want to read a lot, You are not the first person to do this. You do not want to have to reinvent the wheel. All the answers are out there. You just got to look for them. It's better to put the time in up front than go into a deal that you think is great because you're just winging it, find out that it was a terrible deal to begin with and you shouldn't have gotten into. And this all would have been mitigated if you would have gone online or read something before you even started. So books and blogs, or even YouTube vlogs, you want to look at stuff where people give out, upload and provide information for free. You want to get all that done up front. You could find yourself, you can even do podcasts, right? Podcasts, vlogs, books, and blogs. All free, low-cost ways to get your investing, real estate investing education. So you've gone 6 months, you've read everything, you are now you've now become educated in a certain type of, and it's best to choose, certain type of real estate investing. Okay, now you can go out and find maybe a mentor that's a seasoned veteran in the field, become their assistant, drive around with them, buy them coffee, run their errands, help them look for homes, do things for them that they don't have to spend their time on. And even if it isn't a formal agreement, in exchange, you will get more education, hands-on, real life. You can see stuff happening real time. They say, here's my criteria for the deals that I want. You go out and buy them. You come back here. I found one. Okay, my next step is now this. And you're there with a real transaction going on. So find yourself a mentor, someone who you can help in exchange for your help. And it has to be real help, not just shadowing, because that doesn't help anybody. Real help where they can give you more information that you cannot find in books or all the other stuff that I told you to look at. So do your education up front. Do not skip it. Do not learn on the fly, on the job training. No, we're dealing with money that you need for other things. It's important that you make the right decision and do your educate yourself up front. Okay. Next, you want to invest in companies. A stock investing tip: you want to invest in companies that you believe in. You have the ability now to go out and look at all these companies that you want to invest in. You like, a company or area. They do a lot of great things for the community. They are on the stock exchange, one of them, whatever. They are a good company. They do good things. They have morals. They're financially secure. That kind of company makes you feel good. You can then go and invest in those companies. You do not want to invest in companies where you're like, I don't agree with their morals, right? They do bad things for good business things, but bad things, per your morals, right? You want to feel good about the companies you invest in. You do not have to invest in companies solely based on their numbers, even if it doesn't make you feel good at the end of the day. Look for companies that you believe in, that that you can say, they do a lot of good things. Look for those companies and invest in those. You want to be proud of your portfolio and be able to say, with people who want to look at that kind of thing, look at all the companies that I have in my portfolio. They're all great companies. You don't want to say, look at my companies and someone says, that company really doesn't, they do some squirrely things or some, they toe the line in this country per their regulation. You don't want that to happen. You want to say, these are my companies. They're all great companies. They do great things for people, their employees, so look for companies that you believe in to invest. So life tip, we all leave our home. So our parents raise us. We leave our home. So day 0, when you're not under your parents' umbrella anymore, they no longer have, or you no longer have the ability to say, it's my parents' fault that I'm this way. Okay. The first day you leave the house, you cannot say that anymore, because that's the day where you can decide to be whatever you want. So your parents, raised you, you had rules, you had to follow them, you were around, them, their marriage. So you have that as an example. You were around, your father as, an example as being a man, so that has a lot of influence on you. And while you're under their roof, you're their child, and they influence what kind of person you are becoming or have become. That first day you step out of their house, they have no responsibility of the kind of person that you are. You are the kind of person you are because you want to be that way. And you cannot go back and say, "Oh, my parents did this." No, you have the ability to change it. So, your parents are the reason for who you are up to a certain point. After that point, you are completely responsible for the kind of person you are and the kind of person you want to be. So you have to take charge of that and understand that you cannot blame people for what you are not doing or what you are doing, because you are responsible for what you want to be and eventually what you will be. So take charge of the type of person you are. Don't blame anyone else but yourself. And on the same token, you can totally change who you used to be for someone new, because you're responsible for what's going on in your own personality and what you believe in and what you do for others. So those are my 4 tips for this week. Thanks a lot for watching. If you look in the link below, I'm going to have links to get free copies of my 2 books that I have on Amazon. You can send me a message or click the link, and you can give me your email address, and I'll send you a PDF copy. I'll also have the Amazon link down there below if you prefer to do it that way. I'm a real estate agent here in Ventura County. If you want to talk real estate, questions, let me know. You can message me. We can talk about whatever's on your mind. Please visit our sponsor, freshcoffee805.com. Without them, we couldn't make these episodes. Anyway, like and subscribe, share with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.